The FMS FCX24 is a great little crawler. You might have seen a couple of my other videos. It's a bit of a trial and tribulation to get beadlocks on these little trucks because of their portal gears. The portal cover interferes with a lot of different wheels. These are Treal wheels, and they're the standard beadlocks that do not come with the extended hubs. And to get those on, I had to insert a little O-ring. The other hard part is that the nuts recess on these beadlocks and not many wrenches can reach them. This is a very thin one that came with my FCX24, and it just reaches enough to bite on this. So you can see here, in order for me to clear the portals, I had to install a little O-ring. This was from I can't remember what it was from. I think a shock O-ring from my DB Pro. So what I have is some Treal brass wheel hexes. I already have some metal ones I picked up from Amazon, but they do not extend at all. And I've heard that these Treal hubs extend just enough to perhaps get these standard Treal beadlocks to clear the portals. So here they are. They do add a little bit of weight. They are brass, and they do come with their own little pins, which is nice. So I'm going to stick these on here and see if they make a difference. I don't know if I'm imagining things, but it seemed to me that after I put the little O-rings in, the wheels were sort of wobbly, especially if you look at the bottom right, the rubber rings are not tightening down evenly, and it just seemed like I had way more wheel wobble. So I'm hoping that if I can get rid of those, I'll have better wheel spin. Not faster, but more even. The Amazon aluminum hex is about 3.6 millimeters. The stock hexes are about 3.9 millimeters. And the Treal hexes are about 6.3 millimeters. So they do add some clearance. I wasn't quite sure that they would. I've seen conflicting reports on the internet. The stock hex pins are 6 millimeters. The Amazon hex pins are 6.4 millimeters. And the Treal hex pins are 5.7 millimeters. Now the longer hex pins from the Amazon hexes do fit in the Treal hubs. So with the idea that more metal is better, I'm going to use the longer hex pins. So I've got the Treal hex on here and no rubber O-ring, and you can see that there is clearance. Nothing is rubbing. Yes. Treal hexes are on. The Amazon hex pins, which I think is the best combination. No O-rings, and I still got wobble, so I'm going to chalk that up to, this is the first set of beadlocks, or at least 1-inch beadlocks that I've done, so maybe I didn't do that quite as cleanly as I thought. But all in all, this is a solution for those who have those Treal beadlocks that don't come with the extended hubs. If you get the Treal hexes, they do extend enough for the Treal wheels to clear the hubs. Thanks for joining me, and until next time.